So super excited to have you. Welcome. We're glad that you're here. We're happy to have everyone here tonight because tonight is really an opportunity to hear about Power, a company that is growing at unprecedented rates and making a major splash in the solar industry. Before we get started, I kind of wrote a little bit in the chat bar for those that are watching the re-recording, just knowing where people are coming from. We have people from all over the states on this call here. And, if you are, let us know if you're seeing this for the first time, type of 1 in the chat if you're seeing Power with a U for the first time and who told you about us. Many of you might already know and love Power for those that did a lot of the invitation tonight, but tonight is really special and it's really designated for anyone in here learning about us for the first time. So, before we get started with Power, how did I become your host? As you can see, my name is Reza Santiago. I'm a tier 3 mentor with this company and a field leader. And we were able to do this relatively pretty fast. We came from a background of sales. We ran a major credit restoration company for about 5 years, and we helped a lot of people, hundreds of thousands of people, restore their credit. We had a team of over 5,000 people. So together, we really helped a lot of people go from bad credit to home ownership. And we were looking for another way to be able to bless those same families that we had already built relationships with. Well, it was then that we met someone in Tampa, who shared with us the opportunity of Power and said, you can really bless the homeowners with solar because they're going solar with or without you, right? So, fast forward 6 months later, we really made a splash. We decided to go out in June 1st, I believe, last year. So it's almost been a year, not even a year yet, but in the first 6 months, we were able to actually make 6 figures with this platform. And we really want to share, we're super passionate on how we can share this with others. So I'm super excited for the future. We have over 400 or 500 teammates on our team right now, and we are just looking to grow that so that we can help more homeowners. So we are Power. We install a lot of solar, but we are not a solar company. We're a platform. So what exactly that means is that we're going to talk more about that tonight. But in brief, Power is a platform built to accelerate the adoption of clean energy. So I'd like to make a case tonight for why we are in the right industry at the right time and why Power is the right company and platform to help you build a thriving business. The great part about this industry is that people are already flocking to this industry. Think about what we see in the news regularly, what we feel in our wallets, in our homes. How many of you guys have high electrical rates, right? If you're anywhere in Connecticut or Massachusetts, you guys are feeling it the most, but it's really nationwide. The national average is anywhere between 23 to 24 cents, but we have seen it gone up as much as 38 to 40 cents per kilowatt hour. So, you're definitely feeling it. A lot of homeowners are feeling it. And this is why this industry is growing so much. So how do we help our database? How do we help our clients? How can you help homeowners or help yourself if you're a homeowner? Well, number one, the number one benefit of solar is being able to save up to 50% on a monthly basis. And this goes from anywhere from 50% to 90% on a monthly basis on your energy costs. Can you imagine? What would you do with that money? And then zero down financing options. It's zero out of pocket. It costs our clients absolutely nothing to switch from dirty energy to clean energy. And they receive a federal tax credit, which is a huge wealth building strategy of 30% here in 2023. It immediately increases the value of their home. And now they have clean, renewable energy. So obviously, not able to go too far in detail, but a lot of benefits here on why our clients are choosing to go solar and how big this opportunity really is. So let's talk about the business of solar and just how big our opportunity is and what are we talking about here? What's the opportunity for you? And trust me, it's big. So there's 130 million homes, right? Obviously, there's homes being built every single day, so this number obviously drives up. But 90 million of these homes are eligible for solar, and only 3.5 million have actually gone solar so far. That is less than 4%, 3 to 4%. penetration. So that means there's 87 million eligible homes. In fact, someone went solar every single minute in 2021. So if it's that much of a no-brainer, why aren't we completely saturated? Why is this still an industry sitting at 3 to 4% penetration when there is 87 million households that can benefit from solar? Well, we truly believe it's the model. Solar has been largely the same for many, many years. And while there's been a lot of innovation on the technology and on the systems, there's been very little innovation on the model to be able to bring it to the customers. So as you can see, Bucky Fuller, who is a renowned architect, talks about to change things, don't try to fight the existing reality. Build a new model that makes the old model obsolete. So when we think about this, it's true. You can't affect change by fighting the existing reality. You have to build a new model. So we're going to look at some examples, and it's all about the business model and why we are winning. The old way of doing business, right? So we see this in so many industries. Think about the way you do business with so many companies on your day-to-day interactions, right? So if we look at the old way that we did business, how many of you guys got an Amazon package today, right? We live in a world where we can get anything in a push of a button, right? The very next day or same day. And so the old way of doing business was walking into a Kmart, but the new platform economy, obviously Amazon completely has changed that. Now we look at another platform of, a taxi versus the Uber, the application Uber has changed how we transport completely, right? From an airport, whenever we go on any vacations, all through our app, all through our phones. All they did was build a platform, right? They don't own a single car. Now, when we look at this platform as well, so let's look at when we travel, right? Are we looking at actual hotels now? I know I personally don't. The first thing I do is I look for an Airbnb. Is it by the water? Does it have a kitchen? Does it have a full fridge? Does it have a stove, right? Airbnb has made this possible, again, through a platform. And then, of course, Blockbuster versus Netflix, right? Very funny story there. I won't go into it, but Netflix actually introduced this to Blockbuster and they were denied and they ended up taking over. Why? Because they built a platform. So again, this is why, the industry is changing. Times are changing. Everything is built off of a platform. And also, when we look at the old way of doing business, if any of you are in real estate, the old way of doing business, walking into a real estate office, a lot of the real estate brokerages are now platform. We look at eXp Realty as an example. They have completely revolutionized the way real estate is done by being able to build that platform. So when you think about the old way of doing business, the old way of doing business with solar is you get someone knocking at your door, they have a red line model, but now power is changing that. This is exactly what power is doing for the solar industry. We are well on our way to be the defining category leader for a platform that redlines, empowers, and accelerates an industry that is the most important to our generation, which is clean energy. So it's all about the business model and why we're winning. So when we start with our sellers, as you can see here, we start with our independent certified trained solar professionals, which potentially can be any of you on this call. I got started in this industry knowing a little bit about sales, but knowing absolutely nothing about solar. And what this means about our sellers is that they get access to leading solutions for equipment, financing, and even more leveraging and increasing buying power. So power is basically attaching the independent sellers along with obviously our installation partners, which we have installers in 23 states. We just opened in Hawaii and Puerto Rico. So we have the regional and local installers that are general contracted by us. And then we have our product partners, which we get high quality panels, the best of the best for our clients. We have inverters, we have battery backup, we have EV chargers, the financing options are a lot better for our clients and more. And so that allows us now to bring it into the homeowner so that they can access affordable, but more importantly, custom design solutions for their particular needs. So again, very transparent, a cost of goods, we're going to talk about that. Fully customized solutions. We have buying power, which equals a lot of value. We have an exclusive 30-year warranty that no one else has in the solar industry. And we also have a $1,000 ambassador referral program, meaning that when people refer business to you, they make $1,000. So why wouldn't anyone want to refer business to you? Okay, so we basically make it very, very easy through our platform. So, you heard a little bit about my story. How I got started. Absolutely no zero solar experience. Did have some sales experience, but as you can see here, we have Cynthia Ovidres, who 100+ installs. Yes, she was a solar and sales pro, but then you're gonna hear about William, who had absolutely no solar and no sales experience, and he is one of the top income earners on our platform with over 150 installs. And you're also gonna hear about some other people on here. So let's go ahead and watch this video so you guys can get an idea of how life-changing this platform can be for you.
I just had my biggest winter in solar that I've had in 7 years. And coming from solar, having a big winter, that says a lot. My fiance quit his job last year, and now we both work from home with Power. We're able to spend so much more time with our 3 children, and we're able to go on more vacations. I just bought myself a Tesla, and we also just entered escrow for a new home. I really feel like I'm living the dream life.
In just a few months working for Power, I've discovered the real meaning of freedom, especially time freedom. I get to work my own hours, get to go to the gym whenever I want, and I get to spend time with my friends and family without having to take time off. I'm literally my own boss. On top of it, I've made more than ever before in my sales career.
Cada individuo que entra en Power es como si fuera el propio dueño de su compañía solar. Porque Power está enfocado en que cada uno de ustedes puedan lograr sus metas y sus sueños, pero a la misma vez que ayudamos a la adopción de la energía renovable al planeta. Me enamoré de ese trabajo porque ese trabajo me daba la libertad que no tenía en otros trabajos anteriores.
Other companies that I worked for had a terrible culture. I used to spend hours on the road driving from appointment to appointment for leads that just weren't that good. I was exhausted, I was overworked, money was tight, and I had to sell so many deals just to make a decent income. And there was time where I didn't know how I was going to pay the groceries.
Working for a boss in a big company was all I knew. At Verizon, I used to work 60 to 70-hour weeks with zero compensation for overtime. I'd wake up, go to work, come home, sleep, and start all over again. I had to request days off, and I missed a lot of Christmas dinners with my family.
Nací en Puerto Rico, en el 2009 vine a los Estados Unidos por primera vez. Mi primer trabajo fue en un hotel, haciendo housekeeping, con el que limpia los cuartos. En Texas comencé a trabajar con Target y H-E-B. Después conocí Coca-Cola. Cuando me hablaron de la energía solar en el 2018, busqué en Google acerca de los paneles solares. Él me introduce con Edgardo González y Edgardo me dice el plan y la estrategia que tenía para hacer crecer esto, y yo dije, yo quiero ser parte de eso.
My friend Jonathan Brunasso, who I had worked with in several of my past solar companies, told me about Power and how I can generate my own leads and offer customers so much more than the other companies. It just felt different, and the culture was completely different from anything that I had experienced. We just got back from Mexico, where Power partnered with Prosperity Homes, and they took us on an all-expenses-paid trip. This is what I mean by the culture at Power. No other company has ever done anything like that for me.
I won't lie, I was very skeptical in the beginning. Having spent my whole career as a W-2 employee, moving from guaranteed paychecks to 1099 was very, very scary for me. It was Jonathan, along with other great mentors, who convinced me that I should switch to essentially becoming an entrepreneur with Power. When I started out in October 2021, I got help from a tier 3 sales partner to close my first few deals. Since then, I've closed 19 contracts in just a few months, and I've earned more than I ever have before.
I was blown away by how easy it is to enter a lead, and there's so much control that we have for customizing proposals for a homeowner. You can choose the type of equipment you want to offer them. You can choose the type of financing from so many options. And if you know they're getting a roof or an electrical panel, you can put that in right away. And there's so much control that we have to better serve homeowners.
You get the freedom of time and being your own boss, but you also become an expert in your field. The certification courses teach you everything you need to know, and if you ever have a question or need advice, you can dig into the knowledge base or even reach out to the thriving community of power sellers. I get to stick to what I do best, which is selling, and leaving the rest and brand messaging to Power. It really is the best of both worlds.
Power me dio la oportunidad de que sin dejar el trabajo que yo tenía, podía hacerlo part-time, y con el tiempo ese part-time podía darme esos ingresos que yo necesitaba para comprar mi casa, siempre y cuando yo cumpliera mis metas. Esa es la libertad que te ofrece Power. Si tú tienes la oportunidad de alcanzar cada uno de tus sueños con algo que está ayudando a miles de personas a ahorrar dinero, ¿por qué decir que no?
I couldn't have imagined that I would be living the life I am now just 2 years into joining Power, and I can't wait to see what we do next. My name is Cynthia Alvidrez, and I'm living a powered life.
My name is Jeff Hugh, and I'm living a powered life.
Mi nombre es William Contreras y este es mi Power Life.
Every time I watch that video, I get so excited because I've gotten to really know these people in person, and they're so humble. And as you can see, some of them come with absolutely no solar experience, some do, but the platform is really, as a solar professional and entrepreneur, what you get on this platform is everything you need to run a successful solar business. From initial lead generation to the sales process to complete fulfillment of the project, you get everything you need in a cloud-based platform that lets you sell virtually from anywhere. And so if we're looking at the screen, you get marketing assets and materials. I'm going to play a video here in a second that's going to show you guys some visuals on that. You're going to have a virtual proposal tool so that you can present to your homeowners. You're going to have an online back office where you can track everything. You're going to have a homeowner presentation already on PowerPoint so that you can explain the benefits of going solar to your clients. There's a ton of training and knowledge-based training, which means that you'll have access to training courses that you could do on your own time. You know, we do understand some people are coming into this part-time, just how we did. And then you also have the knowledge base. So any question that you have will be in the knowledge base. You know, you'll be able to type it up. We call it our Power Google. And then we also have affordable healthcare options, you know, for when you do transition into a full-time position potentially with us. Okay. So here's a short video of some of the social media graphics. Super cool. You know, everything is ready for you to be able to blast on your social media. You're going to have all of your funnels ready. You're going to have every single link to your website, powerful marketing, prospecting tools where people can learn about solar right on your website. They can put in their name, email info, and it'll actually drop right into your lead database and funnel. You'll also be able to actually print out PDFs that you can send out, you know, via mail or have with you if you do events or home buyers classes or anything like that. You can simply, you know, PDF, print, download. You can also do postcards within our platform and purchase mailing lists. So for instance, you could type in a zip code, you can purchase that mailing list, and your postcard will land in everyone's mailbox, all done through our database. We also have our proposal design software. You're gonna be able to sit with your clients, design their system, customize to their needs, right? Be able to actually design it with them, show them the savings that they're going to have, you know, what they're paying now versus what they will be paying with solar and how the bill will be offset. You'll be able to go through all of the lending options with them here, and you'll actually be able to qualify them right on the spot with our customized software. You also have access to our Power University certification and knowledge base. Again, you're going to be completely knowledgeable with our courses that you could take on your own pace. Obviously, the faster you learn, the faster you make more money, but you can actually take your time, go through these courses. They do have quizzes. You do get a certification at the end of it, and you are a certified trained solar expert, okay? We also have our knowledge base. As you can see, if you are planning on selling in Connecticut, you can actually type in Connecticut, Massachusetts, Florida. You can see how to sell in these markets, you know, what utility companies we're dealing with in these markets, any nuances of selling in these markets. You're gonna be able to know exactly what is going on with that specific market. More importantly, you're going to be able to actually learn about our products, right? Our inverters, our panels. You're going to learn about our lenders. You know, what is the credit score qualifications for someone to be able to go solar? And more importantly, we have a virtual site survey and a power app that our clients are able to track every step of their project within that app. So super exciting technology that allows the client transparency. We also have a dashboard reporting and ticket system. So when your project is in fulfillment, you're going to be able to talk to that project manager. You're going to be able to have everything documented as tickets so that you can get your client installed as soon as possible and have that all tracked. We also have an ambassador program that creates loyal referrals. So your ambassadors sign up for free. They have a dashboard. They enter a lead. If that person goes solar with you, guess what? They get paid $1,000 and they love that. But more importantly, you will also have your websites. You will have a replicated website that will have all your information, FAQs, how to join your team, right? Everything is already created for you guys. So again, when we look at this platform, everything is already done for you. And that's one of the biggest things that I loved about this platform when I saw it for the first time. So enough about that. I'm going to actually pass it on to my other half, who gets to really share the best part of the platform, which is how do we get paid? So I always tell them, show me the money. So again, this is a tier 3 mentor on our platform. You're going to learn exactly what a tier mentor is. He's a field leader within the Tampa St. Pete area. He's my husband, so I'm kind of biased, but he's amazing. But he's going to actually show you how we get paid and the compensation plan. So training, everything, right? Business in a box, but it's very important to know how we get paid and how it was that we were able to generate that 6 figures in 6 months. So I'll leave you guys with Rob Santiago.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Loud and clear. All right, guys, thank you so much. Raisa, I appreciate it. Definitely put some flames in the chat for her. Every time she delivers this information, she's always super informative, delivers it flawlessly. She's one of the top presenters in our company, top leaders too. And, you know, I'm always fortunate enough to get to talk about how we get paid with this process. Like she said, me and my wife came from a sales background. We had a huge team of over 5,000 people that we built in our prior business and credit restoration and helping people going from bad credit to home ownership. And one morning, having a cup of coffee in front of my house, the neighbor that I know so well and talk to all the time ends up going solar with another company. I'm looking at my wife and I'm like, man, I think we missed out. When she told me we missed out on about $6,000 to $7,000 on that project, it really woke me up. Because now I'm looking at every other roof in my neighborhood and I'm like, man, 6,000, 7,000, 7,000. And now they're looking at these panels every morning. If I missed out on this opportunity, how many other opportunities am I going to be missing? Because these people are going to go solar with or without us. It's a proven fact. So when I found out, again, you know, learning from the mentor in this business and finding out how we really get paid and breaking down this compensation plan, I'm like, wow, this is incredible. I've never seen a company who gives 70% of the commission to the representative. Think about that. Most companies do the opposite. They'll do 30% and they'll keep 70. So this company operates off a 70% margin. So the first way that we get paid is on personal sales. Don't get intimidated by the 5,000 people or 500 people that we currently have. You can personally produce here and still become a 6-figure earner. Think about that without growing a team. Right? Every job that you perform with this company, you're making 70% of that commission, and that gets paid on a daily, depending on how you fill that pipeline. But now you can also get partner sales and you can build a team as well. So stepping into a mentor, as me and my wife are now, we're tier 3 mentors. There's 3 levels to this company. You got tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Once you become a tier 3, now you get involved with the mentorship deals, the partner sales, meaning that an agent can come to you as a mentor. Their first 3 deals, when they're new with the company, they're going to do that with the mentor. They're going to do a deal with the mentor. And we're splitting 50-50 with that agent. So if it's a $10,000 deal, that $10,000 deal, that's $5,000 a piece. If it's $7,000, it's $3,500 a piece. So the first 3 deals, you'll learn and earning 50% of the commission by just watching us share this information with your client, closing the deal, and moving that forward. So personal production, now I can split deals with my team moving forward. And now as that team builds out through down 6 levels, there's no limit of how many people you can build on your team. Guys, within our first 90 days, I think we enrolled over 150 people on our organization. Currently, we have over 500 people, and all within our first year and a half. So now the revenue share from that, you can earn anywhere between 20% to 5% of anybody who's below you. So right now, that's $150 to really like $700 or $800. We've seen overrides from big projects. So now think about you doing your self-production and your team is self-producing, but because you put them in the position to win, now you get a small chunk for your household as well. But one thing that this company does that no other solar company that I know of does is that they give a finance rebate as well. So not only do you get paid 70% of the commission, you're going to get an override if you did that split deal with that mentee, right? But now you get a 1.5% finance rebate on the total loan amount for that project. Think about that. Right now, there's no other solar representatives that are earning a finance rebate on top of the payment for the job already. And not only that, the company offers stock options too. So out of that 70% they're giving you and that 30% that they're keeping, 15% is going to stock options. Your first sale in this company earns you 25 stock options with the company. Every time you bring on a new agent onto your team and you help them get their first deal, now you're earning 13 shares from the company while you're helping them earn their first 25. So think about that, guys. We're not even public yet. You know, with a team of 500 people, I've lost count of how many agents we've helped get their first, second, third deal. But now on top of the personal sales, the overrides, the finance rebates, we get to be owners with the company as well. So that first tier is where you start off. Enroll, we get you certified. Now you're a tier 1 seller, right? And we talk about the get it, tag it, or submit it, tag it. Literally what you're going to do is that bill. We become bill collectors in this company. The good ones though, right? The ones that people want to pick the phone up for. We're going to get the electric bill. We're going to tag a mentor, submit it into the system and then tag a mentor. And now you're going to earn while you learn, right? So now on average, you're getting 50% of that commission. We're going to knock the first 3 out. Let's do it as soon as possible because now we want to get you to the second tier, which now you're closing 100% of your own. Think about that. If you were making $10,000 on the deal instead of splitting it with the mentor, now you're making that complete commission plus the finance rebate, right? So tier 2 is really where it's at. It's an amazing milestone in the company. You can make a ton of money at this level, but tier 3 is where you really want to be at. Tier 1, you do 3 deals. Tier 2, you need 5 deals on your own, and now you can qualify to become a tier 3 mentor. This is the where you want to be. This is the top of the company, right? Not only can you self-produce, now you can help people earn an income as well. Now you can do the mentor deals with your mentees. Now you can grow a large team. You can continue to build overrides, right? So this is where you really start making a significant income with the company. And again, it's pretty simple. There's 3 levels, right? The goal is to get you your first 8 deals, 3 on your own, 3 with the mentor, 5 on your own. You're going to get world-class training from mentors like Raisa, myself, our CEO, Jonathan Budd. They have an amazing CNN super center, right? That you can fit thousands of people. It's like a mega Zoom. You could fit hundreds of thousands of people on here right in San Diego. We had the pleasure of being trainers on that actual stage twice this year so far. So extremely grateful, but super interactive. the training, the onboarding system that this company has is incredible. Like if you come from no experience like me and my wife, I joke about this all the time, but seriously, the sun hit the panels create electricity, we use that, right? I was telling people that's the basic knowledge that I had of solar. But when I go through the certification, when I became a tier 1 certified representative with this company, I was fully knowledgeable about what solar was, how it's being transferred, how it goes through an inverter, how it goes through the meter. All of that stuff is being taught to you by our system, right? So I want to talk to you guys and show the numbers, right? I always talk, numbers don't lie. Look at the way the company started. Everyone starts from zero. We started from zero, right? You'll be starting from zero. This company started at zero in 2014. And if you guys realize, like 2014 was not that long ago. Like we're halfway through the year now. But through that next year, $250,000 in the company, right? As they continued to grow, hit $1 million, went up to 2.4 million, 8.8 million in 2019. And in 2020 is where they launched the COGS model, right? That's the cost of goods, fully transparent, meaning that every cost, every penny of every project is disclosed. You know exactly how much is getting that cost, how much you're going to be able to sell it for, everything. The company started out as a lead generation company to 2020 having record-breaking numbers, right? They had a record-breaking crowdfunding. I think they funded over, I don't know, $2-3 million at that time, but they went from 8.8 million in 2019 to $96 million in revenue with less than 6,000 sellers in the whole company. Guys, I want you to understand what that is. Think about a sports stadium. I think about Tampa Bay Bucks Stadium. It holds about 80, 90,000 people. If there was 6,000 people in that stadium, it'll look empty. That's how big this opportunity is. There's only 8,000 people, I think, total currently in the company. And from 2020 to 2021, look at the jump, 187 million. The company was killing it, right? They were rising in the Inc. 5000. They went from like 998 to number 61. And last year, they were estimated at 300 million. And this is inaccurate because they made $23 million more than that. They ended the year at $323 million with 8,000 representatives in the company. And let's be honest, all 8,000 people weren't working the business. So think about the numbers. Right now, 2023, you think it's going to be less than 300 million? We did record-breaking numbers in California for NEM 3.0 in April. Like the company is continuously innovating, continuously helping. Think about it. They pay us the most to go do a good job. So we're going to continue to get good jobs so we can get paid more, right? So the industry is phenomenal. Solar is where it's at right now. We're about to go into the summertime. It's literally our biggest season. So it's the perfect time to be listening to this information. It is a product that's saving the environment. So we're very passionate about what we do. It's not just about the money and the income that could be made here, but think about our world and how we're making a difference for our kids. Every time we put panels on the roof, we're creating a clean source of energy for our world. So it's a great way to be able to push that product and know the company, the industry behind it, the technology, and the culture that the company has created. Like we're one of the fastest growing teams, not only in power, but in the solar industry. So I'm super excited about that. But the culture that this company had from the beginning was family. Like the minute that I came in and I met the CEOs and I met everybody, they welcomed me with such open arms. I felt like I've known these people. All of those people that you see on that testimonial video are good friends of ours. These are people now in less than a year have become, great friends. We travel, we train together. And again, it's a power family. I talk about the power life. It's the power family. But I want you guys to hear from the CEO himself, Jonathan Butt, and a little bit about the vision behind Power.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Butt. I'm the CEO and founder of Power. And if you made it this far, you've probably heard incredible reasons to join our company already. But I want to take a minute to share with you where this company really came from. 12 years ago, 2010, I was making lots of money. I had a successful digital publishing company, but something was missing. And I really wanted the work that I actually do every day to be making a difference, to be helping to solve some of the challenges going on our planet. I got a call one day from my friend Jim Bunch, and he said, "Hey man, I'm going on this trip with this organization, the Pachamama Alliance, and I think you should come. Can you come to the Amazon rainforest?" For some strange reason, I said yes. So I went down to the Amazon rainforest with the Pachamama Alliance, spending time with this culture that has no concept of trash, that has lived for thousands of years in that forest. And down there, in the middle of a ceremony with one of the elder shamans of this tribe, the vision for power came to me. What I knew in that moment was that I was meant to come back and start an organization, the first of its kind, that was going to figure out how to enable anyone to earn their livelihood and participate in the clean energy or solar revolution. And it took me almost 10 years to really figure out what it was, following the clues and the signs that has ultimately led to where we are today, which is this absolutely disruptive platform for the solar energy industry. Power is truly here to make the biggest difference we possibly can, aiding our world in becoming sustainable, getting as much carbon out of the atmosphere as possible, and delivering the next generation of infrastructure that society is going to be built on. Now, on top of that, our purpose is to reward financially the people who make that happen more than they ever have been in their lives before. We have this fundamental belief that if you get paid really well to do good, then you're going to do more good. The vision for Power is to build the largest clean energy platform on planet Earth. And I think the potential for Power is to truly be a global distributed energy utility that is delivering essential services that we all need for survival at breakthrough costs. This is not just solar power. This is solar power plus storage so that we can become our own utility and we're truly grid independent. This is transportation, whether that's electric vehicles or other forms of transportation that are coming. This is, of course, our appliances and the electrification of the home. This is how we grow food, how we source water. All of these are going to be challenges in the future, and technologies are enabling a new type of way to meet these needs. So this is an incredibly exciting time, and the platform is just in its infancy. And we're now getting to the point where we're able to add so many different types of installers, whether it's HVAC contractors, roofers, solar installers, all of the infrastructure that we need to live in a sustainable world, save money, and lower our carbon footprint. This platform is going to be able to sell and fulfill. I truly think this represents a multi-trillion-dollar industry, and there is no other company, not one, that is close to where we are today in giving you the opportunity to participate. Power is owned truly by the people. We have now done 2 record-breaking crowdfunding rounds in which we let every single person in our ecosystem become equity owners of the company. In addition, we offer stock options to every single person who joins the company if they hit certain performance criteria. And we want it that way because truly our purpose here is to shift as much wealth to the people who are building the clean energy economy as we possibly can. This is truly the time to leave your mark. This is the time to go big, to make your dreams come true, to build that career, that lifestyle, that best life that you've envisioned for yourself, making a difference, doing it with people you love, and creating the financial prosperity that you know is possible for you. So, it's been my honor to meet you and share with you a little about the vision, origin, and purpose of Power. Now it's your turn to join this amazing company, and let's go out there and accelerate the adoption of sustainable energy together.
I always get super pumped when I hear Jonathan speak, man. He's an incredible leader, incredible person as well. It's been awesome to know him and meet him and, work side by side with him now and just committed to the mission. And, you know, like he said, it's bigger than money, you know, really making an impact in the world and accelerating the adoption of clean energy. And he's done it. You know, we're the top growing solar company in the world. We just went through a SolarCon event, and we were the biggest name in there. He was a keynote speaker. Like, all of our leaders are top industry earners right now. And it's amazing to see what the platform has done in a short period of time. But think about what Raisa said. Think about Blockbuster. Think about Uber. You know, when the taxi, all of these transitions, they were a lot faster than what we think they were. You know, so again, we're at the forefront of this, at the beginning stages of where this company is really going to take off. Already A-rated with the Better Business Bureau. Like, I went a little faster there. Certified B Corporation, meaning that we're doing impactful things for the world, right? Again, being a part of the Pachamama Alliance, there's so many good things that this company is a part of. And tons of testimonies. You know, we've got tons of testimonies here on our own team. Here are some examples of people's electric bills going from $700 to $14. You know, think about that type of savings. We have a real estate agent that we know in Massachusetts that was paying $1,000 a month, and we were able to get her and her family locked in at $300 a month, saving $700 a month. Right. So think about that type of savings, and now the value of the home going up, and now you actually own this asset. Right. So it's a huge benefit. We've done it personally on our own home. There's 87 million eligible homes still. And that number is inaccurate because it's more than that. Every single day, homes are being built. Like, right down our street, there's a whole community of $700,000 homes. I can't wait to go knock on those doors, and they're being brand new built. There's probably like 20 of them. So this number is going to continuously grow. Obviously, the impact is going to grow with the more people that we help. And the price, when it came to joining the company, when I looked at my wife and I said, wow, it costs less than $200 to get started to own a solar franchise of power. $99 down, one down payment on the $99, and then $85 a month. So guys, you pay $184 to get started, but on average, you can make $6,000 to $7,000 in commission. On average, mentor split deals are $3,500. On average, the finance rebates are $300, $400, $500. How much are the stock options going to be when we hit $1 billion and we go public? Like, think about all of those benefits. So again, a ton of testimonies. Look at it as a small investment with a huge return. The more you put in, the more you're going to get out of it, right? Innovation of solar professionals. Think about it. This is the Uber of solar. Like, who wish they would have been a part of Uber when they first got started, right? And Netflix and all of these companies, when they were at their beginning stages. This company has already proven that we're on our way to $1 billion and a huge impact nationwide. And it's at a very small expense to get started. So again, I want to thank you guys for taking the time, for joining me and my wife, and hearing more about our journey and the success stories that we're having with our growing team. We're super excited about the rest of this year. This summer is going to be the hottest summer in the industry. It's not going to get any cooler out there. And there's so many people that really need this benefit, right? There's people that are hurting out there, paying $1,200, $1,500 in electricity, and they have the credit qualifications. They have everything that they need, but they just need a trusted person to deliver that information, and that could be you. So guys, joining us, becoming a power warrior, right? Joining, having that power life. We're just excited about the journey. Make sure that when we're done with this, if you're watching the replay, however it is, make sure you comment info, get back to the person that invited you to this call. If this is our YouTube channel, wherever that you're seeing this video, get back to that person that invited you and tell them I'm ready to get started. Send me the link, how I can get registered so I can become a tier 1 seller and I can start my power life with you guys as well. So I want to thank you guys. God bless, and I'll see you at the top.